How to speed up a slow iPhone, including the cache trick. Now, at first, it's quite subtle. Apps are going to take slightly longer to open. Animations are going to feel much heavier, and keyboard delays are going to appear randomly. Now, your battery is going to drain much faster, and scrolling feels weirdly sluggish. Okay. So then one day you tap something and your iPhone pauses long enough for you to question whether technology has emotionally given up on you. Now, here's the important thing: a slow iPhone does not mean your iPhone is old or dying. In many cases, performance problems come from storage, overload, you have background activity, even cache buildup, battery health issues, software bugs, or poor system management. And in 2026, modern versions of iOS are powerful enough that even older devices can often feel dramatically faster after proper cleanup and optimization. So in this complete guide, I'm going to show you exactly how to speed up a slow iPhone step by step, including the famous cache clearing trick, storage cleanup, background process optimization, battery settings, hidden performance killers, and the real fixes that actually work. No fake RAM booster nonsense, okay? No scam apps, just practical optimization methods. So let's get into it. So let's talk about why iPhone slows down in the first place. Now, before fixing anything, you need to understand why this happens. Most performance issues on iPhone come from one of these areas. Now, storage could nearly be full, background app activity, outdated software, poor battery health, too many cached files, or even overheating. Now, here's the interesting part: iPhones don't usually become slow overnight. Performance is going to degrade gradually as the system handles more apps, more files, more temp data, and more background tasks. So think of it like a digital clutter. The phone still works, but efficiency starts dropping. And honestly, many people are going to ignore warning signs until the device feels painfully slow. Now, this is one of the biggest causes of slow iPhones, that is low storage. So, what you can do is you are going to go over to your settings, and in your settings, you're going to go to general. And in general, you're going to go to iPhone storage. Now, once you go over there, basically, iPhone is going to go ahead and show you how the free space remains. Now, inside iOS, performance can degrade significantly when storage gets too full because the system needs free space for temp files, cache handling updates, and system operations. Now, if your storage is nearly maxed out, your phone may feel much slower, even if the processor itself is perfectly fine. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to delete any unused apps, duplicate videos, massive downloads, and unnecessary media. And honestly, videos are usually the biggest storage criminals. One random 4K video folder can quietly consume enough space to emotionally destabilize an iPhone. Well, let's also talk about the famous cache trick. Now, unlike some Android systems, iOS does not offer one universal clear cache button. Instead, cache is going to build up inside of apps individually. So, apps like Safari, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube store large amounts of temporary data over time. Now, here's the trick: offloading or reinstalling heavy apps often clears massive hidden cache data. So, what you can do is you're going to go to Settings, again, go to General and iPhone Storage. Now, you're going to tap an app, and once you tap an app, you're going to see the option to offload or delete app. Now, offloading removes the app itself while keeping your documents and data. Reinstalling refreshed caches and can noticeably improve responsiveness. And honestly, social media apps are often secretly carrying gigabytes of digital nonsense in the background. Now, let's also handle browser cache. What you're going to do is you're going to go to iPhone settings and you're going to go to Safari. Okay. Now, once you go to the settings of Safari, you're going to go ahead and tap on Clear History. Okay, so once you go to Safari settings, here you have all of these things. Now, what you can do is you can clear history and website data. Now, inside of Safari, cache files, cookies, and browsing data accumulate constantly. Now, over time, this can really slow down your browsing, cause glitches, and increase storage usage. Clearing this data refreshes browser performance significantly. Now, yes, this does sign you out of some websites, but performance improvement is often worth it. Now, this sounds really simple, because it is. Go ahead and restart your iPhone as well. Seriously, many people leave their iPhone running for weeks without rebooting, and over time, temporary processes, background tasks, and memory management issues are going to accumulate. Restarting refreshes your system processes and clears temporary memory usage. It's not magic, it's just maintenance. And honestly, sometimes the most effective fixes are boringly simple. Now let's talk about hidden background activity. So, what you're going to do is you're going to go over to your settings, go to general, and in general, you're going to find a setting called background app refresh. Now, this is a feature that basically allows apps to refresh content even when you're not actively using them. Now, some apps genuinely need this, but many don't. Inside apps, disabling unnecessary background refresh reduces battery drain, background processing, network activity, and sometimes even performance lag, especially on older devices. Now, don't disable everything blindly. Go ahead and focus on apps that don't need constant background updates. Okay, that's the most important part. Now, moving on, one other thing that you do need to check out, and that is your battery health and charging. Okay, now iPhone battery health is really important because inside iPhone, degraded battery health can affect performance directly. Now, the reason for that is because older batteries actually struggle to provide stable peak power. So, iOS may reduce processor speed temporarily to prevent crashes and shutdowns. This is called performance management. If battery health is very low, replacing the battery can make the phone feel dramatically faster again. And honestly, many people replace entire phones when the real issue was simply battery degradation. Now, also do make sure to go ahead and you know check out the new versions of softwares because there might be a software update because iOS often includes performance improvements, bug fixes, and memory optimizations in them. Now, yes, sometimes people do fear updates slowing devices down, but staying extremely outdated can also create security risks, app compatibility issues, and performance bugs. The key is balance, and usually stable modern updates improve overall experience long term. So basically, these are the things that make your iPhone slower. And most speed booster or cleaner apps for iPhone are completely unnecessary. iOS already manages memory aggressively itself. Third party cleaner apps often provide little actual optimization. So avoid apps promising 500% speed increase or ultra turbo memory optimization. Your iPhone is not a race car preparing for Fast and Furious. Most real performance improvements come from storage cleanup, battery health, cache management, and system maintenance. The biggest misconception about slow phones is that people assume the device is finished, but in reality, most slowdowns come from digital clutter, background processes, and storage overload. And once you clean and optimize iPhone properly, the difference can feel surprisingly dramatic. So that is pretty much about it for this video. If you did enjoy, please do make sure to drop down a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, do let me know down in the comments below, and I'm going to be making a whole lot more for you. Till then, that is all from me, and I'm going to be seeing all of you in the next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.